Hi friends, this is Pallavi Mohan and today we'll be talking about digital marketing. Well, it's a huge topic and I have chosen a subtopic which is ORM, online reputation management. It is crucial for any company. It's very easy to enter a digital marketing mode, but to manage the reputation is very crucial. Now let us check out through a presentation mode and a live mode. I have done some examples which are live so that it excites you and we can go step by step as to what actually is done in online mode, a reputation mode. So there are particular processes. Let's see which are the good companies for it. Now, these are my personal experiences. So I had a good experience with Amazon, Britannia, Harvest, Starbucks, Zomato. These were good ones. They were doing a good job and I would show you an example of Amazon. On the contrary, there were some bad examples which was Food Hall and Parlay, and these are my personal examples. So it's like, it recently happened and that's the reason why I thought it will be perfect for the topic, because we are here discussing online reputation management and definitely we can go step by step. So what I did was, just before this episode I posted on Amazon a particular question and I knew they will reply back immediately because they don't take that much time. Other companies definitely have a 1 hour, 2 hour, 1 day, 2 day notice, but within 48 hours generally companies reply back. So let's see what Amazon did and what did I write. Okay, so what I wrote to Amazon was questions related to statements, where to discuss. Now I put a vague statement purposefully because I didn't wanted them to give a standard answer. They said, we would like to understand your concern better. Please elaborate on the same and we will help you. So definitely it shows that yes, they would like to help me out. Now, generally what happens is, in a company, there is a standard format and that is given to every customer. Every customer gets a standard format, and if you write any statement, they have some specific answers to it, and the person concerned has to just look at the question and reply accordingly. Then the next morning or within couple of hours, it gets discussed, and then somebody calls you or try to find out more by asking another question. But this is done quickly so that within a span of time, within 1 day for sure, your problem is tackled and is solved, so that you do not continuously publicize about what happened with you. So various companies, within 2 to 3 years I wrote to them, for example Britannia, Harvest, Zomato, and they replied really quick, and till now I have got a positive reply. But there are companies like Food Hall and Parleji, and I'll show you live example as to what I did and what reply they gave me back. So now, taking the first example of Food Hall, I bought salmon, which is a fish, and it costed me 3 to 4 thousand rupees. Now that is pretty expensive. They forgot to put a ice pack, and for every non-veg item which is having a very less shelf life, one needs to put that. So all the time they used to do it, but this time they forgot. So I tweeted to them and I wrote them on the Facebook. I'm yet to get a reply back and I'm waiting with anger as to, so much of money is involved in that. On the contrary, there's a small item like Parleji, which was, I think, roughly 4 rupees, which I got from Grofers. And Grofers is good. You get good products from there. So in this particular pack, there were insects crawling and stuff like that. And I knew it is the company. It's like, because multiple times I have seen in Parleji that kind of situation happens. But just because of this particular lecture, I thought of writing it to them. So I wrote it, say, a month back almost, and they replied me after a week saying that, okay, we are looking into the matter. We have your barcode. We have all the details which we want, and we will get back to you soon. Now, how soon? It's almost a month, and the cost of the product is not that much. However, I definitely need to know why they have given me insects to eat in the Parleji biscuit so many times and what are they doing about it. So people will not complain because it's so less an amount, but because we were doing online reputation management, definitely I wanted to test it out as to what they are doing. Now let's see their websites and try to understand whether they are online or not. Okay, so now comes the reputation bit. So we will be taking two examples since it is glucose biscuit. So I chose another company like Britannia, which also has glucose biscuit. So this is fairly their website, and which is pretty cool. And they have the online module where we see the Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Now if we see Parleji, which has already opened, now although they say they have a global presence, so if I say global presence, yes, they have a global presence. That is what is visible. However, when you go to contact us, ooh, they have nothing much. They have a telephone number and a fax, and I don't see any Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or online mode. So that's it. That's the reason I had to definitely write it down. The online mode was only an email ID, which they were not very efficient with. So generally companies who are following the online channel, the digital marketing, they have something real cool products, and they are not, not hiding anything. Whereas couple of companies, either they are not into the digital mode or they don't want to be, because maybe their product is not that good, or else they don't have a team to answer to those particular questions, which in this case it took a month and still I do not have an answer yet. So this is just two examples, and it has to be done step by step. So let's get back to the presentation and see what are the steps so that you can monitor your ORM, your online reputation management. And there are various companies which are, the tools which you can use is Meltwaters, and there are some other tools as well. But generally, specifically said, there's a particular way to go about it. There are some standard answers, although you have to act, engage, track, monitor, evaluate, interpret, but you also have to go in a very stepwise presentation to your customer, monitor your reputation, devise a response plan. It's all well and good to know what is said about you online. Then is handle negative comments delicately, because there are customers who will keep on writing stuff. You might get irritated, but if you have a particular standard format for these kind of customers, you will go for that particular channel. Build on the positive one. So there are a lot of customers who are writing positive about you, so build on that. The next is follow up and measure your results. Definitely that is more crucial, because there are so many customers on the online channel, there are so many followers, and you have to manage each and everybody. So there has to be somebody constantly looking on the screen or monitoring it through the keywords. There are various engines to do it, and that's how the ORM takes place, and that's how you're able to manage your online reputation management. So it is a big huge topic in itself, and these are just few ways to manage it. It's far more, but in a common dialogue, a scenario, I wanted to share it with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be putting this in Hindi as well, so those who are comfortable with Hindi language will also get the same episode in Hindi. And in my episodes, I not only include marketing, digital marketing, health, and more, but there are some people who are really intellectual, and I'm lucky to know them. So I request them to speak 5 to 10 to 15 minutes on the topic, so that it's an advantage for the public at large. So thank you so much for watching. Bye for now. Take care and do subscribe to my channel.